It's Patrick Hutzel from intensivcarehotline.com with another quick tip for families in intensive care. So today I have another success story from a client, from Deborah, who we worked with last year. Would have been October, November time last year. She had her mother in ICU with pneumonia, severe pneumonia at the time. And the ICU either wanted to withdraw treatment, saying, that the mother won't have any quality of life if she survived anyway, or they wanted to do a tracheostomy. And obviously, after we reviewed all the notes and, after we talked to them and got medical records and looked at all the things that were going on, we said, well, she should be extubated and not have a tracheostomy, let alone palliative care. So it was touch and go, don't get me wrong. But the client eventually got extubated, got put on BiPAP, and ultimately survived and is off BiPAP now. She's at home, she's even traveling, which is why I want to read out the email from the client. So the client says, "Hi, Patrick, you saved my mum's life. After her RV transport from Connecticut to San Diego on January the 6th, I got her local medical support during her recovery, physical therapy, OT, a few home blood draws and nurses, oxygen prescribed, Hoya lift, etc. She got a CT scan at the hospital and saw her doctor on March the 15th. He would have never approved her for air travel with her oxygen needs, so we didn't even ask. On March the 17th, I drove her from San Diego to Tampa. On March 23rd, we got on a 14-day night transatlantic cruise to Barcelona, and on April the 6th, we drove to Oslo in Norway. Here is the photo of us and dogs on the cruise. Thanks to you, she got to her life goal of being on a cruise. Best wishes from Deborah." Well, Deborah, thank you so much for sharing this. This is incredibly amazing, and it's such a great success story. And, it's another sign that families in intensive care should never give up, should do research, should get a second opinion. I have worked in critical care for nearly 25 years in 3 different countries, where I also worked as a nurse manager for over 5 years. And I've been consulting and advocating for families in intensive care all around the world since 2013, over 10 years. And, this is not the first testimonial that we're getting where, we can confidently say we help save a life. And that's what you can get when you work with us, getting that critical second opinion, moving away from the doom and gloom, and getting some real world solutions and some positive outlooks. And this is exactly what has happened here. And it's great, to hear firsthand from Deborah, how well her mum is doing. And, the whole talk from the intensive care team, well, she won't have any quality of life, but she's now on a cruise. Intensive care teams are notoriously bad at predicting what's happening outside of ICU. They're pretty good at what's predicting inside of ICU, but sometimes, they can't move beyond their ego and say, hey, we've gone wrong here. Let's give it a go, and let's move away from the negativity, and let's do what is right for a patient, which is, again, what has happened here. But it didn't happen at the time without much pressure from the family, which we encouraged them, obviously, to put that pressure on, and remind the hospital of their rights. Intensive care units are very good at pretending they can do whatever they want, including removing life support when it suits them. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. These are all ingredients that came into play here, where, the client and we had to remind the hospital, well, here are our rights and we will exercise them. It's not up to the intensive care team to decide, should we withdraw life support? Should we move this patient to hospice? Or should we keep going? And should we try and extubate this patient and avoid a tracheostomy? Because there would have been an LTAC waiting on the other end. And we know that LTACs, as you know, if you watch my videos for any length of time, LTACs are not great places, So, we have other testimonials on our website at intensivcarehotline.com, where you can see what our clients say about the work that we are doing. And you can also look up our podcast section with some client interviews, where we have clients on the show on the podcast who share their experience, how we help them and their loved ones save their lives. Now, because we're getting so many questions for families of critically ill patients in intensive care, that's why we created an online membership for families of critically ill patients in intensive care, where you can ask questions and where we answer all questions intensive care related. So as part of the membership, you have access to me and my team 24 hours a day in the membership area and via email, and we answer all questions intensive care related. In the membership, you also have access to 21 ebooks, 21 videos that I exclusively have written and recorded for our members. And those ebooks and videos will help you to make informed decisions, have peace of mind, control, power, and influence, making sure your loved one gets best care and treatment. So I also offer one-on-one consulting and advocacy over the phone, Skype, Zoom, WhatsApp, whichever medium works best for you. And I talk to you and your families directly, advising you directly, and I also talk to doctors and nurses directly. And I ask all the questions that you haven't even considered asking when talking to doctors and nurses directly. And once again, all with the goal of you making informed decisions, having peace of mind, control, power, and influence, with the goal of your loved one getting best care and treatment. And you will see that once I start talking to doctors and nurses directly, and I ask all the right questions, that the dynamics will change in your favor. I also represent you in family meetings with intensive care teams. We also offer medical record reviews in real time so that you can get a second opinion in real time. We also offer medical record reviews after intensive care if you have unanswered questions, if you need closure, or if you are suspecting medical negligence. And all of that you get at intensivecarehotline.com. Call us on one of the numbers on the top of our website, or send us an email to support@intensivecarehotline.com. And if you like my videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel for regular updates for families in intensive care. Click the like button, click the notification bell, comment below what you want to see next, what questions and insights you have, and share the video with your friends and families. I also do a weekly YouTube live where I answer your questions live on a show. And if you want to know when that YouTube live is happening, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and you get notification there. Thank you so much for watching. This is Patrick Hutzel from intensivecarehotline.com, and I will talk to you in a few days. Take care for now.